As a young man in my 20s, I listened to NPR all the time. Morning Edition and All Things Considered were programs that I listened to 1980 to 1984. So I was a big fan. I learned a lot from it, and one person was an expert on the Supreme Court, and that's where I got my interest in what happened with the Supreme Court. NPR played a big part in my life in my early to mid 20s. However, at some point I stopped listening to him. I can't tell you the exact date when that was. I certainly remember in the early to mid 90s listening to Rush Limbaugh in the morning and NPR in the afternoon. Problem was constant fixation on Israel, fixation on climate, fixation on issues that really weren't real to me as a normal person. A senior editor wrote the article about NPR being biased. I wasn't surprised. I matched exactly what I thought about NPR. And I hadn't listened to NPR in many years, but what I find out very interesting is that they talk about these people that are still there. Steve Inskeep is still there. A bunch of names, as I read the articles about it, that I remember. These are from 30, 40 years ago. The bias of NPR was pretty obvious. Most of us can't put up with that. They're arguing about climate change, but I'm sure they were arguing about whether the temperature is going to go up 5 degrees or 15 degrees, not about whether climate change was real. They don't resonate at all with me. It's like children playing in a mud puddle, fun for some people, but I wouldn't enjoy. The big thing that was that they have 87 registered Democrats in the newsroom and 0 registered Republicans. I'm not a Democrat or Republican, but don't get a healthy debate on issues when you only present one side. But they'd come back and say, wait a minute, he doesn't know what he's talking about. There's 660 employees in the DC office. That many people working for it? It's the same names over and over again. The senior editor has resigned. It's fine. It's completely fine. You can be biased. I'm biased every day. I make judgments every day, and I completely understand. I don't need public funding for bias. It should be defunded. Get rid of NPR, get them out in the real world or in a real living. Get out of this government handout. We don't need welfare for liberal reporters.